All right, what's up YouTube fam? Just gonna take a video, but first, here we go. I gotta get it in the mirror here. Let's get a good picture here. Gotta show my triceps here and how hard I've been working at. Look at that chest. Yeah, the tries, and yeah, I gotta be a douchebag like all these other guys. Anyway, I just had to mess around there for a minute. So, I'm taking a video. I've had a couple questions here. I know my videos are terrible, but I'm gonna set that there. And like I said, I don't edit my videos or anything, but I'm just making fun of a couple people that's always on the internet and why they have such a big followings beyond me. But anyway, so I had, oh, my camera still ain't good there. Sorry about that. There we go. That's hopefully better. So I had a couple people email me with some questions here, and I wrote them down. Pretty crazy. The dude that I was just kind of making fun of, I ain't mentioning any names, but he's like started experimenting with stuff when he was like 18 years old. I think he's 20 some now. To me, he's an idiot. I don't wish harm on nobody, but he's telling these 16, 18, 20-year-old kids to take steroids and things, and I'm dead against steroids. So, but anyway, I've had some people messaging me, email me, and what I thought about steroids, and that's what really got me kind of mad, because I've never touched steroids in my life, and this kid's promoting them and stuff, and it just, yeah, I'm dead against that. So what do I think about steroids? That's the first email I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things to cover here. Number one was steroids. So I'm dead against steroids. I've had friends that take them. I don't have anything against them. I just personally would never take them. Let's see, 16 to 18 years old, your hormones are still going, you're still growing, you've got plenty of testosterone and everything. So there ain't no sense in taking steroids. It could stunt your growth, and these kids aren't thinking about long-term, like, one day having kids and stuff, your testosterone. And let's face it, say you're, 20-some years old, mid-20s, and you got to be on TRT the rest of your life, testosterone replacement therapy. I mean, who wants to do that? And so I'm personally against steroids. Now, if people want to take them, I have no problem with people taking them, but that's just me. I just personally don't want to take them. So that's pretty much my thing on steroids. Let's see here. Epiketrin. I've heard it pronounced different ways. Epi, I had a question about that. I don't know a whole lot about it. Since I've had the question, I kind of read into it. I did have a buddy that has taken it. It's in chocolate and different things like that, which is kind of neat. If you're kind of crazy and want to take a pre-workout chocolate in it, that would probably help with the pump and everything. But I'm not going to really get into that because I don't know much about that. I mean, I've read into it and stuff, and it don't seem like it would be bad. But I don't know much about it to give any input. I've personally never took it. Like I said, I asked my buddy about it, and he'd taken it. So, but and then HMB. I really don't see anything about HMB. I personally wouldn't waste my money on it. The only thing I could see where it would help is maybe if you're like losing weight real quick and a cut or something. Maybe that might be worth it. But yeah, I wouldn't take HMB. This one's a pretty interesting question. What about for swollen? I actually have used that before in some of my when I was cutting. I've bulked right now, so I'm gonna start cutting soon, and I actually will take for swollen. I like it. If you get the good brand, I mean, you got to get the 95% or better. You got to make it worth your time. It's worth paying the extra 10, 15 bucks to get something good than something that ain't worth it. So, but I like for swollen. I've read a lot about it, and like I said, I've took it. I think it's good stuff. Helps with your testosterone. It helps with weight loss, lean mass. All kinds of good stuff. CLA, L-carnitine. I gotta admit, I've taken both of them when I was on a cut. I don't see anything wrong with them. I wouldn't take them again, but I don't see anything wrong with taking them. CLA, it's kind of like a good fat. I would rather take, instead of taking CLA, I'd rather somebody just go get fish oil or krill oil. That's what I'd rather take. It's kind of similar, but it's not. But I would, yeah, CLA and L-carnitine. I mean, like I said, I don't have nothing against it. If I had to pick out of CLA or L-carnitine, I would take L-carnitine. I think I personally like it better if you're going for fat loss and all that. Oh yeah, and Laxogen. That I have taken before, and let's see here. Massacre, Redcon by Halo 1. I've never personally took any of them. I heard they're pretty good. I've seen people that's got good benefits with them. I've seen people that hasn't. Once again, my buddy's taken that and he loved it. I've heard that it helps you with lean mass, losing weight, and I've heard the pumps are ridiculous, especially if you get the Olympus Labs, the Massacre. Can't talk today. I heard it's really good though. But yeah, so that's pretty much everything that I was asked. But yeah, I haven't did a video for a while, and I just thought, that's kind of crazy. A 20-year-old kid, and he's got so many followers, Instagram and YouTube, and like I said, I'm not mentioning any names. If you get on YouTube or Instagram and you follow people, I mean, you would definitely know who I'm talking about. But like I said, I'm just dead against steroids. Here's what I will say. When young kids ask me about steroids, and when I'm saying young, I'm referring to 16 to even 22. So what I tell these younger kids is, first of all, go with, get your diet in check first, because the first year you're gonna grow tremendously. It's amazing how much you're gonna grow in a year. If you have your diet right, you're doing the right exercises, you're not going in every day and hitting bicep curls because you want bigger arms. You got to work your tris and your bis, and you got to know what exercises hit what muscles. You don't want to be going in there and just doing curls constantly. You want to hit your tris. And I wish I knew a lot of this stuff when I started lifting. I've been lifting on and off since probably freshman year of high school, and really started studying supplements and working out probably around my junior year. I got really into it, and then so on, but injuries and sports and things have set me back from working out all the time. But what I tell these younger kids is get on a good protein. First of all, get your diet checked, because no matter what, you got to have your diet checked. That's the first thing. And I've had a lot of questions about that. Should I do keto? Should I do the low carb? Should I go low fat? Should I, all these questions on diet. If you love your carbs and you can't live without carbs, then I tell people, keep them around your workout. If you're gonna have a cheat meal, do it on a night where you're gonna go play basketball, or you're gonna do something active, or if it's a heavy leg day, when you go to the gym, take your carbs around your workouts, either before or after. Before, it's gonna help you with more of a pump. After, your metabolism's going crazy, so it's going to burn quicker. So with diet, you really just got to pick what you want to do. Do you want to do the intermittent fasting, to where you fast for 16 hours out of the day and eat in an 8-hour window, or however you set up your schedule? I've heard great results on that. Do you want to do keto, to where you're so low on carbs and stuff? And sometimes it can be hard to get into ketosis, because if you take too much protein, it'll knock you out of it. If you have too many carbs, it'll knock you out of it. I personally found out my best was doing 2 low days and a high day, 2 low days and a high day, or 3 low days and a high day. You can kind of mix it up how you want. And but I mean, on your high days, you just can't go out and eat ice cream or Doritos and stuff. Your high days, you would be eating like brown rice, oatmeal, things like that for your high carb day. Sorry if you can hear that. I'm down in the basement, so that's the sump pump there running. But anyway, so back to the diet though, talking about all that, and there's so much to talk about when it comes to lifting, you know, supplements and what workouts you should do. And, you know, is this wasting my time? Because when you get into the gym, see, you want to try to keep your workouts under an hour, because you don't want your cortisol levels going up, and then that gives you belly fat. And so that's the last thing you want to do, is have that problem. So, you know, I would say, like, for somebody that maybe is trying to keep their cortisol down and things, I would say if you're going to work out a long time, then I would say, if you're 18 or older, I would throw maybe DIM in there. Like, say you don't have much time in your day, okay? Here's what I do, and I'm not, like I said, a doctor or anything. This is just me personally. So if I got something going on in the evening and I want to get my workout in, what I'll do is I'll go in, you know, hit the weights, say 45 minutes to an hour, depending on what I'm doing. You know, I'll get my protein shake, I'll take some DIM, a pill of DIM, and then I'll do my cardio. Because, see, you're at that 45 minute to an hour range, and you don't want to hop right on the cardio machine and then get your cortisol up. So that's why I'll take a DIM. Now, like I said, I'm not recommending that. That's just what I do. So, I mean, it's worked for me, but like I said, I'm not telling people what to do. I've studied this stuff for many, many years, but I'm not a know-it-all. I don't claim to know everything like these 20-some-year-old kids that have this huge following that's telling people to take steroids and don't know anything, and they're supplementing with SARMs, which is selective androgen receptor modulators, and it's binding to your receptors. And these guys that's selling them and taking them, I mean, they don't even know the long-term risks with it. And I got a video on Rad 140 and what it did to my cholesterol. But, you know, all these guys selling them, you know, it's a magic pill. You know, it's great, it's great, it's great. See, with me, I get a lot of thumbs down, but you get the honest truth from me. I don't have many subscribers. I would rather have no subscribers and tell the truth than have millions or hundreds of thousands telling kids to take SARMs and steroids. You know, I would rather be a nobody than do that, because it's just not good for you. So with that being said, the diet and everything, you got to get what works for you. Like I said, I would eat 2 to 3 hours in between meals, and I would do my cardio and all that good stuff. But I found that to work best for me. 2 or 3 low days and a high day. 2-3 low days and a high day. And that worked best for me personally. Now, other people, it might be intermittent fasting, keto, you know. But the thing with keto is, it's great and it's fast weight loss, but I've seen people lose 50, 100 pounds or more, and then they gain 75 or 125 pounds back. So you got to remember, you didn't put the weight on overnight. You're not going to lose it overnight. And fast weight losses methods just don't work in the long run, unless a diet's a lifestyle. You got to eat like that pretty much every day. And I'm not saying don't eat ice cream or don't go out and splurge every now and then on something. I'm not saying that at all. We all should have a cheat day. I mean, yeah, I have mine way too much than I should, but yeah, but like I said, if you're worried about your weight and everything, just keep it around your workout. You know, if you want a piece of chocolate cake one night and you're planning on going to the gym or playing basketball, then you know, eat it. I mean, you can't live life being so strict on yourself. I mean, you only live once. Now, if you're going to do a competition or something, then don't do it, of course. But, you know, you don't need to be perfect all the time. And that's the thing that's bad about this world anymore, is we're in a world where people think you got to be perfect. That everything you do, you got to look perfect. You know, this person's too fat, this person's too skinny, somebody's making fun of somebody because, you know, it's constantly people making fun of somebody or somebody putting someone down or something. And, you know, look at me, I have this car, I have this house, you know. I don't care what anybody has. That's just how I am. If I had millions of dollars, I wouldn't have a brand new car. That's not my lifestyle, and I don't want that. I just like to help people out. I like to, you know, teach people what I've learned over the years on bodybuilding, working out. I mean, I've got my certified personal trainer certificate. Actually personal train people. I've helped people work out and things, but, you know, never like pay or charge people or anything like that. So I've never actually like personal trained people for a living, but I do have the certificate. And like I said, I get emails from people and younger kids, and people ask me about things, and I've posted on YouTube before with if anybody has any questions about diets or supplements or working out or whatever, that they get a hold of me, and people do, and you know, I like that because I get to help people out, and I get to share my experiences with people and things that I've learned, and kind of wish that was there for me when I was growing up. I would have had, you know, I could have emailed somebody or something, you know, and somebody would have got back to me. It's, you know, I just think sometimes if I had a ton of followers, I mean, I don't have Facebook or Instagram or anything, but if I had a ton of followers, you know, it would be hard to get back to everybody. But I'm one of them guys that I would try to get back to everybody, no matter how busy I am, no matter how many followers I have. I'd always try to get back to somebody, because that's just how I like to be. I mean, I love to help people, and that's why I'm so into this. And it's like, you know, you could sit here, like I said, my videos always get long because I guess it's my ADD, but I switch from subject to subject because there's so much to cover, and you know, I get questions, and like I said, the CLA, the L-carnitine, the laxogen, the thing that's short for epi, that epticachin, or however you say it. And you know, like I said, I looked up on that a little bit, and it's in chocolate, but that kind of defeats your purpose of dieting if you're going to take a whole bunch of chocolate before you work out. Unless you're a hard gainer and looking to put on muscle, then, you know, I guess you could do that pre-workout, because you're going to burn it off and you're going to help get a pump. So it's kind of a win-win. But yeah, I just, like I said, I love to help people, and like I said, anybody, it's my email is b as in boy fry fry 38 at AOL.com. And people can email me anytime, like I said, and ask me any question, or you can put a post on YouTube here and just ask me a question. And you know, if you want me to answer it there, I will. If you want me to email you, I will. You know, and don't think there's any dumb question. You know, I don't care what kind of question I get asked. I mean, it's kind of crazy, and I shouldn't even bring it up, but I've had girls ask me about their periods before. I mean, just, I guess they just feel like they trust me and can talk to me about it. I don't know. I mean, it's just crazy, some of the questions I've been asked. So there ain't going to be a question that I probably have never been asked, or I'm not going to look down upon somebody for asking me the question. So like I said, you can ask me anything you want, and I'll help you as much as I can. Even with sports, you know, your vertical, your 40 time if you're playing football, your bench pressing, your whatever you're doing, you know, baseball, football, basketball, or personal training. That's my main stuff right there. So between sports, like I said, personal training, working out, and supplements, that's what I know the most of. And like I said, once again, I don't want people watching this video saying, oh, well, this guy's a know-it-all and he knows everything and blah, 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 because I don't know everything. I'm far from perfect. I've made a ton of mistakes in life. I've been injured a lot. I mean, I'm far from perfect. So that's why, like I said before, I like to share my experiences with everybody, and, you know, try not to do the same things I did to prevent you from getting bigger or getting ripped, and just everything like that. So anyway, I'm starting to ramble, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I don't know, somebody was like, hey, bounce your biceps, so I don't know if I can do it on here or not, but yeah, so somebody said bounce my biceps, so there's the left one, right one, so that's probably backwards, but yeah, so I don't know. It's goofy how I can do that. But anyway, I hope everybody has a good day. And if anybody, like I said, wants to email me, leave a message down there in the comments. Oh, I can't talk. In the comments section, I will try to get back to you. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.